Build, manage, and grow from one place. Go to Wix and launch your online business today.
This is how Kendrick Lamar just changed the future of hip hop.
After dissing J. Cole and Drake on Metro Boomin and Future's brand new song Like That, it's clear that Kendrick Lamar just ignited a feud that is going to change hip-hop as we know it. Now, when it comes to the insane, shot-filled verse that Kendrick Lamar dropped off on Metro Boomin and Future's new album, We Don't Trust You, before we can even unpack how insane this verse is, we need to understand what actually caused Kendrick to attack his biggest competitors in full force after over a decade long of subliminal disses and jabs. Now recently, despite Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole still being seen as the big three of rap, things have changed pretty drastically as their careers have progressed into the 2020s decade. From Drake releasing more music than ever, Kendrick going into hiding, and J. Cole preparing to drop his final album, The Fall Off. While these artists have remained at the center of the hip-hop world, they are in much different places at this point in their careers and when it comes to the things that have changed between the big three the most. Where once these artists all stayed in their own separate lanes, now J. Cole and Drake have joined forces as they have worked closer together now than they ever have before. From Drake and Cole releasing multiple songs together, including what became J. Cole's first #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 with First Person Shooter, to Cole and Drake doing an entire tour together, where years ago, Cole and Drake competed against one another to prove who is the superior artist. They are now celebrating each other night in and night out, and while it's never bad to give somebody their flowers while they can smell them, this camaraderie between two titans has enraged Kendrick, and when you understand why, it's impossible to even fault him. Now with Kendrick Lamar, from being mentored by the one and only Dr. Dre to being immortalized as a superstar for his lyrics in an era where lyrics have been degraded and devalued to an all-time low, Kendrick isn't just an anomaly in the rap world today, but because of how he came up and carries half a century of the genre's lineage on his back. With his latest verse, he's fighting for something much bigger than just himself. So when it comes to the head-turning feature Kendrick delivered that has stopped the entire world, he isn't just coming at somebody like Drake because Drake has been throwing subtle disses his way for years, but he's battling to keep one of rap's most pivotal aspects alive: competition. Since hip-hop's very creation, right alongside the music itself, the drive to outperform the other artists around you has driven the culture forward through every single era. From fighting to make hotter singles to proving who is the most skilled MC, rivalries in hip-hop don't just excite fans and make listening to their favorite artists feel like a sport of some sort, but the very drive to be the best rapper alive is what has made so many artists over the years make their best music possible. So with Kendrick's latest move, as he has seen a hip-hop world where rappers' competitive spirits are dying out, and as a result, innovation has stagnated, this was a strategic decision to not just put Kendrick in the middle of a war against the rappers who he has always been compared to, but at the same time, it's a warning sign to every single rapper out there to remember that at the end of the day, hip-hop is one of the most competitive spaces out there, and if you don't push yourself and your artistry forward every time you step into the booth, your career can be destroyed at any moment. So understanding the point of Kendrick's verse from this angle, in its entirety, it is the absolute best thing that could have happened in the rap world right now, as the entire genre didn't just get a wake-up call to step it up. But now, we are about to witness one of the most anticipated rap beefs of all time escalate in full force, as Kendrick just threw out some of the most insane shots that rap has seen not just in years but in decades. He just started an all-out battle in hip-hop greater than we could have ever imagined, as he's not just coming at one of his biggest competitors, but he's coming at two with both Drake and J. Cole. Now with Kendrick and Drake, this has been a beef that has been over a decade in the making, and seeing how shook Drake looked after being spotted in public right when this song dropped, it's clear that even he knows Kendrick got the best of him so far, and while the quality of Drake's music may be on the decline these days, when it's time to fight for his name, he has proven that he can always get into the booth and step it up when his honor's on the line. Now, while Drake has shown that he can go toe-to-toe with some rappers, very similar to an MC as lethal as Pusha T, Kendrick may be too much for him, and considering the insane shots that Lamar threw his way to ignite this beef, I would bet that he most likely has some even crazier lyrical ammunition in the chamber to follow. Still, seeing Drake and Kendrick spar will definitely make for an all-time great beef, but even greater than this. Kendrick has also attacked J. Cole, and in a time where Cole has been dropping amazing verse after amazing verse, many have said that there is no better rapper than him on the planet, and as Kendrick comes at him in full force, the debate about who is the better MC will finally be put to rest as we are about to witness the clash of two absolute titans where both are in the very prime of their career. Every single thing Kendrick and Cole will do from this point on won't just expand their musical catalogs, but every verse, song, and album they put out is going to be a part of a musical duel that's all about taking the crown as the king of the rap world. If you thought the stakes for J. Cole's upcoming album The Fall Off were high before, Cole is about to have pressure on him like few others ever have, as he is now going head to head against the MC who he's been compared to since making it onto the scene. If these two decide to go at each other in full force, this could be the craziest beef hip-hop has seen since Jay-Z and Nas all the way back in the early 2000s, and while the stakes may be just as high for Cole, Kendrick, and the future of the rap world as a whole with this beef, the one thing that separates this feud from almost every other significant one in hip-hop is that Cole and Kendrick are not going at it because they have ill will for each other, but in actuality, Kendrick recognizes Cole as an adversary worthy of even getting a verse geared towards him, and with this, has decided to fight the very best of his competition lyrically, all in the spirit of what hip-hop is about at its core. If you can't take my word for it, I think Kendrick's line all the way back from his 2013 genre-stopping song Control sums it up best. Lamar has love for rappers like Cole and even Drake to some extent, but because hip-hop in its very nature is about standing over and dominating against your competition, he's not just trying to prove that he's a better MC, but he is trying to end everybody else's career. So with Kendrick just going ballistic on J. Cole and Drake, even right after its release, it has already changed the rap world as for the first time in years. Competition is driving forward the genre as every rapper isn't just in shock of how insane the verse Lamar dropped off is, but because of how vicious and poignant this lyrical attack is. It's causing everybody in the genre to take sides between Kendrick and Cole and Drake, and this makes everything even crazier. With Future and Metro Boomin seemingly using their entire new album to take a clear stance against Drake. Right alongside Kendrick, they have just created even more competition in the rap world, and this is only causing even more MCs to choose who they are standing alongside and who they are competing against. Just to name some of the things that could make this beef even crazier than anything rap has ever seen. Because of all this, a rapper like 21 Savage is going to have to choose between Metro and Drake, and seeing that 21 didn't feature on We Don't Trust You, which seemed very well like it was designed as a calculated attempt at waging a musical battle, it seems like 21 is gonna be on Team Drake, which is only gonna add even more fuel and tension to this crazy situation. Even Travis Scott might have to take sides between some of his biggest collaborators ever, and with Playboi Carti seemingly siding with Future and Metro already. Who knows, maybe Kanye will even get involved in this beef and finally come at Drake with some real diss tracks. So overall, with everything in hip-hop right now leading every rapper to take sides and get ready to fight for their honor, all while Kendrick Lamar awaits for J. Cole and Drake to respond to his crazy shots. It's clear that no matter what happens, we are really about to see one of the most insane periods in rap music ever, where every artist is being driven by one of the genre's most sacred aspects: competition. With the Big Three's beef and years worth of tension finally being unleashed by Kendrick with this verse, it feels like everything in their careers have been leading to this one moment, and after the dust has faded and Cole and Drake try to settle the score with Kendrick, while it's impossible to predict how this feud will play out, after everything has unfolded and everybody's gotten a word in, the one thing that I can guarantee is that the genre will never be the same. So let me know, are you excited about seeing a full-fledged beef between Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake? And do you think that Kendrick will be able to 2v1 the other members of the Big Three he's a part of, or is he going to be simply outmatched? I can't wait to see what you have to say in the comments, and if you want to see how Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole have some of the best labels in hip-hop right now, and Drake has one of the absolute worst, check out the suggested video.
Yeah, man, sorry for just not getting on here. I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be the last video I do today. I might do another one, and then I'll do the rest on YouTube. But anyways, let's see. Okay, I'll do another.